name's Vanessa.
My name's Kelci.
And today we're going to be talking about waxing. So we just wanted to make it really easy for y'all. We're going to break down what you should do before you come in for a wax, your experience, what you should expect, post-care, and all that good stuff in between. So what are some good tips you think that they should know before they come in for a wax? What should they do?
So depending on the area that you're getting waxed, I think one of the most beneficial things you can do is exfoliate.
Yeah, exfoliation is great because it's going to remove some of that dead skin cells that build up. It's also going to, if you have any ingrown hairs, we want to try to get those out, so when you get a wax, it'll rip all that hair out as well. So it's going to help bring down that inflammation in that ingrown hair.
Mm-hmm. Another thing is, you might not realize it, but don't moisturize the area. You don't want it to have any excess moisture. That can affect the way the wax sticks and make it harder to get the hairs out.
Of course, when you're exfoliating your skin, you're going to be in the shower. Just make sure you are cleaning the areas that you're going to be getting waxed, especially if it is your intimate area. Again, because we'll have to send you to the back, you'll have to freshen up, and I don't know, it's just going to be a much more pleasurable experience. No, that's a bad word.
Pleasant?
Yeah, pleasant.
Yeah, it's just going to make your waxing experience a lot more pleasant.
Yes. I'll cut it to that point. Obviously, don't shave the area that you're going to be getting waxed. It's happened before.
Oh, that's so huge.
I don't know why it happens, but please don't. Your hair needs to be at least half an inch long. At least, I would say, to really get a clean wax. If it is shorter than that, there's a good chance that it will be left behind. But luckily, I feel like the wax that we use can get those stubborn hairs.
Just be on the safe side.
Exactly, just on the safe side.
Give it the best chance possible to get the cleanest wax possible.
Yes.
And the wax we use, it's called Jack's Wax. It's really an amazing wax brand. It is a hard wax. So the difference in a hard wax and a soft wax is in the texture. A soft wax is going to adhere more to the skin as well, so it can cause a lot more irritation. Hard wax is not going to stick as much to the skin. It's really just grabbing onto those hairs. So I advise, if you've ever had a bad waxing experience before, it's probably because it was soft wax. So if you've had that experience and you feel like you're too sensitive to wax or it's too painful, definitely come see us and give our wax a try.
Mm-hmm. We've had so many clients that say they could have fallen asleep during that eyebrow wax. It's happened
yes,
so many times.
I was just going to say that because my clients constantly fall asleep during wax. I even had some of my clients say that their Brazilian was the most relaxing Brazilian they've ever had.
Yeah, it's a huge compliment. Another thing too, a lot of the time, especially if you're getting any facial waxing, make sure you are off your retinols or retin-A's 2 weeks before your wax.
Yes.
Because sometimes the wax can rip the skin a little bit. That sounds awful, but it's because the retinol thins out your skin. So if you ever see anyone with scabs underneath their eyebrows, that's usually where it's from. But again, as Kelci mentioned with our Jack's Wax, since it's hard wax, it's more gentle. So if you have used a retinol in the past, don't be scared. At the same time, the wax we use it's going to be safe still, regardless, but just a warning.
Yeah, with a hard wax, and especially such a gentle wax like Jack's Wax, that's less likely to be an issue, but it's just an over precaution that we always advise, because anything can happen depending on how your skin is already. Like, everybody's skin is a little bit different in texture and thickness, so it can affect it in different ways, and we just don't want that to happen to you.
So that kind of leads us to what you're going to expect when you're getting a wax with us here at Face Logic. And which one should we talk about first? Like eyebrows, body?
I would say, brows and face. I think that's my most common waxes that I do. They're definitely the most popular.
Yeah, and I think it's becoming more popular now that we offer the brow transformation. So we can do eyebrow tinting. We can shade in your eyebrows with a powder from Glow. So it's really nice if you want to just completely transform your eyebrows, get a new look, and we can also teach you how to shape your eyebrows as well and how to fill them in. So if you're ever interested in learning how to do that, come on in, make an appointment.
Yeah, another thing is people who've had bad brow wax experiences in the past. My personal style when waxing is I don't like to take a lot of hair off the brows at all, honestly. That's just the style now that people are wanting to wear their brows in, but that's always been kind of my approach to it. Is I like a more natural brow, and I want to give my clients a very natural looking brow as well. So I really just take away stray hairs that are closer to the eyelid or the brow on the brow bone, and I don't like to really mess with your brow too much unless that's what the look you're going for. But a lot of people are kind of scarred by that, not literally. Maybe if they peeled you with a soft wax, but just having a bad experience where they took way too much hair off, because some people just get a little too happy when waxing and they just want to rip everything off,
or tweeze too much too, just keep going and going.
Yes, and if that happens, like, it can, sometimes the hair doesn't always grow back, so it's a risk when you're taking too much hair that your client might not get their full brows back.
Yeah, and so obviously you should just feel very comfortable with us, and that also goes for body waxing. I kind of want to talk about Brazilian. I feel like a lot of people want to get it done, but they feel intimidated. I just want to say that we've done several Brazilians, and it doesn't faze us. I feel like people think we're going to judge their bodies, but we are not like that at all.
No, honestly, all we see is your hair, and we're just there to get it off. We're not really looking at anything else. We're not thinking about anything else. Just trying to remove hair for you. In comparison to some other places, our Brazilian waxes might be longer or shorter than ones you've had in the past. I know some places they do them super, super fast, but we like to take our time. Take our time to make sure we're being very thorough and removing all of your unwanted hair. So I would say an average time to expect for Brazilian would be 30 to 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it just depends on the surface area as well. And if you ever had Brazilian before, sometimes the hair starts to get thinner, which is great, why you should be getting Brazilians, because if you are suffering with a lot of coarse hair, especially on the thigh area, sometimes that happens. As you continue getting waxes, your hair will eventually start to become thinner. So that's why it's a very popular treatment to get. Another thing too, if you are a modest person, we can always drape you as we're doing the wax. You are not exposed the whole time if you do not want to be.
You can feel comfortable with us.
Yes. Finally.
Yeah, absolutely. Regarding sensitivity from waxing of any kind, really, but more so the larger areas of the body, bikini area, Brazilian area, if you are anticipating that you're going to feel very sensitive or experiencing some discomfort beforehand, before your appointment, you can take a ibuprofen. That will help kind of minimize discomfort.
Especially post-wax too.
Yes, just to reduce the inflammation. But the nice thing about Jax Wax is it's actually recommended for Brazilians specifically because of how gentle it is.
Mm-hmm. Another thing too is it's definitely not an awkward experience, because I think we like to talk to you all, during the whole time, so your mind is distracted.
The number one thing I hear from my clients after doing the first strip on a Brazilian is, "Oh, that wasn't so bad at all." Everybody says it every single time.
Mm-hmm. So that leads us to post-care, what you should do after your wax. So after your wax, like we mentioned, you probably should take an ibuprofen or something like that to help with the inflammation. I would recommend getting like an aloe vera gel to help with soothing that area. And that can be used anywhere, face, underarms, legs, doesn't matter.
And you could keep that in the fridge if you wanted to add that cool
great tip.
Sensation to it, just to really soothe any heat in the skin.
Make sure you're taking lukewarm showers, or maybe avoid showering that evening in general, because you don't want to irritate that area. You've already done so much to it. But if you were to shower, again, lukewarm water. Another tip, when you are doing like an upper lip or eyebrow wax, make sure you do not have direct sun exposure that day as well, because sometimes it can cause hyperpigmentation. Maybe not now, but over time it can.
And specifically for any facial waxing, after your wax, be cautious about using products with active ingredients. Just because you shouldn't use them before your wax, you shouldn't use them immediately after anyway, because your skin is in a more delicate state. So anything super harsh, specifically retinol, can be harmful afterwards as well.
Oh, before your appointment and after, I recommend wearing loose clothes if you're getting any body waxing, because you don't want any friction post-wax. It will cause some irritation and just not feel good. Especially if you're getting Brazilian, do not wear like tight leggings or shorts. I promise you, you will not enjoy the feeling afterwards.
Yeah, just come comfortable.
Yes.
You won't regret it. You won't regret it. After we wax you, we will typically apply a post-wax solution that's going to calm any inflammation, redness, and soothe your skin. So before you're leaving, we're already doing that as well.
Another thing to keep in mind, since we're still in summer, do not go swimming after a wax either. The chlorine will burn and irritate that area. So wait at least 24 to 48 hours before you go swimming. And going along with that, make sure you're applying SPF to protect your skin. And do try to avoid the sun as much as possible. Wear a hat if you need to, if you have any facial waxing. But just in general, protect yourself from the sun.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to sunburn over a freshly waxed area.
Sounds awful. So I hope you all learned something from this waxing 101 with us. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We always have promotions going on. We'll leave a link down below.
If you're local, every Wednesday we have 10% off all waxing services for Wax Wednesday. So Wednesdays are the day to come get waxed, honestly. In addition to our social media links down below, we'll also have a link for Eminence Organic Skincare, so you can go and purchase any product from Eminence Organics and still be supporting Face Logic BCS. We do get a portion of profit from that, so we really appreciate it. We are a small business, so any support that we get from you guys, we definitely appreciate.
Yes.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like so we know you like this kind of thing. Please subscribe to our channel to see more skincare videos, and we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.